Hi Jammers, it's Christa Simon here, your Jamberry Nails Independent Consultant. Today I'm going to show you how to apply your Jamberry nails. So, when you get your wraps in, they're going to look like this. It comes in a sheet with 18 wraps in it. And that 18 wraps will give you 2 full manicures, 2 full pedicures, and then 4 extra nails that you can use as accent, or during my application, I actually dropped one somewhere and I haven't found it. So now I have an extra. I'm not stuck in the middle of my application with no nail. So, first thing you're going to do is the nail wrap are heat and pressure activated, but oils are bad for them. So, first thing you want to do is prep your nails. So, take your cuticle pusher, and I've already washed my nails with Dawn dish soap to remove the oils, and now I'm going to push back my cuticles. That way, I don't want my wrap to touch any skin because there's oils in my skin, which will deactivate the adhesive. And I want as much nail bed as possible for my application. Okay, then I also have what's called invisible cuticle, and it is the part if you scrape around your cuticle just with your spoon or cuticle stick, it's that little thin layer that kind of might scrape up, and because of that, it won't apply. Hi, and this is Hannah, my assistant. So anytime you get mailings or samples, Hannah's the one that's helped put it together for you. And stay tuned because Hannah's going to make her own application video sometime soon, not today. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape that, scrape the back of my nail bed to get that invisible cuticle out. There's also products you can use at the beauty supply that's some kind of cream you can put on it to remove it. It works just fine just scraping it. Okay, then I'm going to take my rubbing alcohol and just clean my nail beds again. I want really clean, oil-free nail beds. Okay. And I'm just going to do 3 nails for you on here. It usually takes me I can get an application done in 15 minutes. If I like to take a little bit more time, to take at least 30 minutes to do my application, just so I really take my time. I get them lined up, I get them really heated, and then my application seems to work better. That works for me. Other people, it works 15 minutes and they do just fine. But I like to put the kids to bed, put on my DVR, get on my pajamas, and sit and be comfy and have mom time at the end of the night. So, okay, I'm going to heat it, and you just heat it till it slightly curves. That way it's softened and pliable. Heat and pressure, that's how we activate these. So when I apply them, I'm going to start at the back of my nail bed and get it lined up just where I want it. That way, if I don't get it lined up correctly the first time, then I can take and hold the end of it and readjust it and play with it. The only time you don't want to lift it back up to adjust is if you have a clear coat strengthening underneath it or a polish that you're layering a wrap on polish. Because when you lift it up, it's going to lift that polish up. Other than that, you can lift and readjust. Okay, so all I've done right now is push the very back of it, and then we're going to go from the back towards the tip, spreading it out. I do the middles, and then I go and I do my sides. And I have really curvy nails, so sometimes I can't get in that crease, so I have to pull the side of my nail down and then go inside there. That way I can get down in there. Mine are extremely curved out. Okay. So then I'm going to reheat. and press. These that I'm putting on are a metallic, so the metallics and the sparkles are a little bit thicker, which means they need a little bit more heat. When you're filling them or applying them, you can't tell at all that they're a thicker wrap, but during the application or during the process of making them, it takes an extra layer to give it that shine and sparkle. So we just want extra heat to make sure we get it on there good. Okay. Then I don't want to immediately trim it down. I want to let it cool some. So I'm going to go, I like to do all of mine and then go back and trim them. Okay. There you go. I'm using the Jamberry mini heater to apply my heat. If you don't have one, it's okay. You can use your hair dryer, works great. You just lay it down and hold it in front of it. Okay. Then, let me see. When I first started, I would use my little bathroom heater, or like the heater that you would use underneath your desk at work to keep your toes warm. I would use it. You can use curling iron, flat iron, iron, candle flame. You just don't want the wrap to touch directly to the heat source because it'll melt it. Okay. So any heat source will work. I just like my mini heaters because they're really small. They're small enough to fit in a pants pocket. So anywhere I go, I can just easily carry my heater. It doesn't take me a lot of room. I have my box that has all my Jamberry supplies in it. It's only just a little box, and I fit all my application kit, all my wraps, and my heater in that one little bitty box. And then even when I go anywhere, I just throw it in my suitcase and it fits. So it works for me. And if you're hosting and you earn half off products on your hostess reward, then you get your heater for less than $10. Normally it's $19. Okay. This one. Hannah has gotten really good at her nail wrap application, so that she even is getting to where she can apply her own nails by herself. And so probably in the next week or two, we'll make an application video with her applying her wraps. Okay. Do the back. Do my sides. Okay. Sometimes, especially with curvy nails, you can find where you get a bubble in it. The way to get your bubbles out is reheat and apply really good pressure. You can heat the ends of your tweezers or nail clippers or cuticle pusher spoon, anything metallic. Heat the back of it and then apply straight pressure directly on the bubble. If it's a really big bubble and that doesn't work, then which is usually what I get because mine are so curved, so I will take my nail scissors and I just cut a thin slit in that bubble. Then I can heat or use my tweezers, the back of them, heat it and apply pressure straight directly to it, and it gets that bubble right out. That's also a good way to get really good sealed edges, is just to heat those tweezers up and go around all your edges. Now, I have really slow growing nails, so I'm trying to get as much growth as I can. So I don't want to do a whole lot of extra filing. So I'm going to trim mine with my nail clippers as short as I can get them without actually trimming my nail. And I can't do it from the top because I can't see where my nail is and I want exact lines. So I go from the underneath. And I'm even at this point, I'm right-handed, and I'm doing this with my non-dominant hand. So, your first time you may feel, a little awkward. But after you do it a time or two, you'll be a pro. Okay. So, now I've trimmed down, and then take my file, and I'm just going to slightly file. When I file, you want to go at a 90-degree angle, because you don't want to lift the nail right back up. Slightly file it. And then you're good to go. And then we also have our cuticle oil that you can use at nighttime to maintain really good cuticle growth, which then means, cuticle health, which then means really good nail health. So at nighttime, just take your cuticle oil, and mine's not sitting there now anymore, and just go around your nails at nighttime with your cuticle oil, and that's all you need. And when it's time to take your wraps off, please watch the removal video so you can see how to correctly do it and you don't mess up your nail. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. May God bless you.